Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel. Here Mr. Adi. Today I'm going to start the simulate project. So if you want to get 100% grade in this project, you must follow this video step by step and you will get 100%. If you want me to do this project, I will do this just in 30 minutes and will give you A plus grade in this assignment. Even I will do your complete course like MATLAB Excel, Access, Word, PowerPoint, Power BI and Outlook also, and I will help you in your other courses also like all type of accounting and finance, mathematics, statistics, information technology, computer science, management, marketing, all type of writing work, MATLAB, Python, C++, Java, and other courses also. We are a complete team. That's why we are providing help related to all online courses, and we have a guaranteed that we will provide A plus grade in your all classes. It's better for you if you will make a deal for a complete course. We will charge very reasonable price like student price, and if you will refer other students, we will give you a big discount also. Let's start this assignment. So the name of this chapter is, so first we will highlight this. The name of this chapter is Excel 221 in practice chapter 9 advanced project 9 to 7. Advanced project 9 to 7. So these are the skills which we will cover these in this video. Create and manage scenarios, build a one variable data table, use solver with consultants. Steps to complete this project. So these are the steps, and almost like 10 steps are given to perform this project, and the main steps are 6 steps. These are graded steps, and final figure is also given. Let's move on to step number 1. Our step number 1 is open the pool and SPA09 workbook and click the enable editing button. So we'll go to answer sheet and just click at enable editing. And next is the file will be renamed automatically to include your name. So basically in this sentence it says that you don't have to save the file with your name because the program will add your name automatically. So step number 1 is completely done. Step number 2. Step number 2 is review formula. So step number 2 has 4 parts: part A, B, C, and D. Now I'm going to do part A. Part A, select cell D5 on the forecast workbook, note the formula and review the text box explanation. So basically in step number 2 in part A, we will select the cell D5 on forecast worksheet. So first we will switch the forecast worksheet and we will just click here and so D5 cell is already selected. And review the text box explanation. So we will remove the text box here. So just check here in formula bar. This formula is applied in D5. C5 multiplied by 1 plus growth factor. Growth factor is our sheet and next worksheet C3, and the reference of C3 in cell C3 cell in growth worksheet multiplied by growth factor C cell C6. Okay, so in this worksheet cell C6 is the reference. Step number 2, review formula. Step number 2 has 4 parts: part A, B, C, and D. Now I'm going to do part A. So for part A, select cell D5 on the cost worksheet, note the formula and review the text box explanation. So first we will switch the forecast worksheet and we will just select the cell D5. So and also we will review the formula bar, review the text box explanation. So first we will and also we will review the text box. So this formula is applied in cell D5. So next part B. Part B is select cell B12. This is the reference to cell C3 on the growth factor sheet. So first go to answer sheet and we will select the cell B12. And B12 this is a reference of to cell C3 on the growth factor sheet. So basically it says that in cell B12 it is the reference of cell B cell C3 on which worksheet growth factor worksheet. So this is the reference of growth worksheet in cell C3. Okay. So next is both cells D5 and B12 refer to the growth worksheet. So basically in this one it says that D5 and B12. So D5 and B12 is the reference of growth worksheet, growth factor worksheet. Okay. So part B is also done on part C. And part C is click the growth factor worksheet tab. So we'll switch the growth factor worksheet. And next is the general growth rate applies across the broad. Each category's potential is increased or reduced by an adjustment factor. Okay. So part C is also done now part D. Our part D is select cell B3 up to C3 and B6 up to C8 and create a range name from the selection. So first we will select the range. So basically in part B we will select both range and we will give the name range. So first we will select the range B3 up to C3, B3 up to C3 and second range is B6 up to C8. So press Ctrl from your keyboard and select the range B6 up to C8. Press Ctrl. So C B6 up to C8. After selected these both range, we will give the name range from the selection. So go to we'll go here at formula tab and then in define names group we will just click that create from selection. So it's already selected left column. So we will just click that OK. So step number 2 is completely done. Now step number 3. Now step number 3 is create scenario for the growth rate. So step number 3 is almost 5 part A, B, C, D and E. Now I'm going to do part A. Part A is create a scenario named 0.15% for the existing database cell C3 as a changing cell. So in step number 3 in part A we will create a scenario name. So we will go to we'll go here at data tab and then go to for cost group we will just click at what if analysis and just click at scenario manager. Okay. So after scenario we'll just click at add. So we'll add the scenario name with changing cells and values. So we will create the first scenario 0.15%. So we'll write here 0.15% and we will take the cell, which one cell? C3 as a changing cell. So we will just click here in the changing cell box and we'll raise this and we will take the range changing cell, which one? C3. Okay. And after this we will click that OK. So next part A is done. Now part B. Part B is add a scenario name 0.5% and change the value to 0.005. Okay. So we will just click at add and we will add the second scenario 0.15%. 0.15% and changing cell is already C3 and we will change the value 0.005. Just click that OK and we will change the scenario name must be unique. Okay. So again we will add the scenario name, just click at add and 0.15%, sorry 5%, 0.5% and just click at OK and we will change the scenario value 0.005. 0.005 and just click at add and we will add the third scenario. Our third scenario is add part C is add scenario for 1.25% and 1.75% growth rate. In the scenario value dialog box you can enter the decimal equivalent 0.25 and 0.175 are the percentage. Okay, so we will add the scenario for 1.2 percentage and 1.7 percentage growth rates. So we will add the scenario name here. Point. Okay, 1.25, 1.25%, and just click right OK, and we will add the scenario value which one 0.01, 0.125. Okay, 0.125, 0, point, raise this, 0.0125. Okay, this is the scenario value, and we will add the fourth one scenario 1.75. So just click right add, and we'll add the fourth one scenario is 1.75, 1.75 percentage, and we will take the value 0.0175. Just click right OK, and our value is scenario value is 0.0175. Yeah, this one. After this, we will click right OK. So part C is done. Now part D. Part D is show the 1.25 scenario in the worksheet. So we'll show the 1.25 percentage scenario. So just click that and show just here the value will be changed here. Okay, just click it at OK and just click it at 1.25% and just click it at show. So values are changed here for general quarterly growth rate. Okay, after this we will close this. Yes, after this we will close this and go to forecast. So next part E is return to forecast worksheets. Cell B12 display the growth factor from the scenario. So go back to forecast worksheet and we'll select the cell B12. And so step number 3 is completely done. Now step number 4. Our step number 4 is build the data table. So step number 4 is almost a lot of, I think, part. Okay, step number 4 is almost 3 part A, B and C. Now I'm going to do part A. Our part A is select cell E18, it refer to cell H5, projected sale next year, cell F18 and G18 refer to cell H6 and H7 respectively. So basically in step number 4 in part A, it says that check cell H5. So first we'll check cell H5. It says that cell H5, sorry, E18. So check cell E18. So it refers from H5 cell. This value is refer from H5 here, this one value. So it says that if in cell E18 the value is referred to cell 5, then respectively the value in F18 and in G18 value will respectively refer from cell H6 and cell H7. So we will also confirm this value is refer from H cell 6. Okay, and this in G18 the value is refer from H cell H7. Okay, so step number part A is done. Now part B. Our part B is fill the growth rate percentage in cell D21 up to D28. So we'll fill the range, select this range and drag this up to D28. Okay. So part B is also done. Now part C. Part C is complete the data table range using cell B12 as the column input. The result are incorrect because data table formula must refer to data on the same worksheet. So basically in part C, we will complete the data table range. So first we will select this table. So after selecting this table, we will using the B12 as the column input cell. So we'll go to data tab, and in forecast group we will just click that what if analysis, and in and in what if analysis we will just click that data table, and we will take the column input cell, which one? B12. Okay, so here's B12 here, and after this we will click that okay. So our data table is complete now. So next is part sorry, step number 4 is completely done. Now step number 5. So step number 5 is added formula to use the reference on the same sheet as the data table. So step number 5 has almost 8 to 9 steps. Okay, now I'm going to do part A. Our part A is select cell E18 and click the trace precedent button. Formula tab, formula editing group. Okay, so first we select the cell E18, and after this we will go to formula tab and we'll just click that trace precedent. Okay, so part B is done. Now part B. Our part B is click the trace precedent button again to trace precedent of the precedent figure 9 up to 113. Okay, so we will again click the button of which one button? Trace precedent. We will again click the trace precedent button. Okay, and next is the formula in row 18 indirectly refer to D5. Yes, it referred directly to a D5. Whether it's reference to growth factor C3 or data table cannot use the data on different sheet. So part B is done. Now part C. Part C is remove the arrows and select cell D5. So basically it shows that this the formula in D5 is incorrect. So we will correct the formula. So we will remove this arrow and we will select the cell D5 and we will correct the formula in D5. If you refer to cell B12 on the this function instead of cell C3 on growth factor sheet, the data table command will work. So part C is done. Now part D. Or part D is added the formula in cell D5 to show 1 plus B12 with absolute reference also in place of 1 plus growth factor C3. So we will change the formula here. Just click here in this 5 and we will raise this reference and we will put the correct formula here. Control V. Okay, just click here at the end of this formula and press enter. So I have corrected this formula. Okay, so part D is completely done. Okay, and part D is completely done. I have done almost 70 to 80% of this assignment because total steps are 6 and I have done almost 5 steps, half 5 steps. So if you want to get complete assignment, I will do this just in 30 minutes and will give you A plus grade in this assignment. Even I will do your complete course like MATLAB, xlsx, Word, PowerPoint, Power BI and Outlook also, and I will help you in your other courses also like all type of accounting and finance, mathematics, statistics, information technology, computer science, management, marketing, all type of writing work and other courses also like MATLAB, Python, C++, Java, and other courses also. We are a complete team. That's why we are providing help related to all online courses, and we have a guaranteed that we will provide A plus grade in your all classes. Thank you for watching this complete video. Please subscribe this channel for upcoming assignments. Once again, thank you.